Governor Tim Kaine today announced that Virginia teleworkers saved approximately $113,000 on Telework Day. It took place 1 month ago, and more than 4,000 Virginians took part. They avoided driving 140,000 miles and removed 76 tons of pollutants from the air. A report on the day reveals an increase in productivity by participants and reports satisfaction with their teleworking experience. And joining us now to discuss the Telework Day report is its author, Cindy Oughton. She's the general manager of Telework Exchange. Cindy, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, who took part, generally speaking? What type of workers were taking part in Telework Day?
Well, crossover. There was quite a few state employees as well as employees from both the private and public sector organizations. So it was a mixed breed across Virginia. And who takes place in telework are more eligible employees where their positions and jobs lend themselves to be more telework friendly, where they could work at home for a part or the full day of Telework Day.
Now, how was information put out to Virginians about this Telework Day?
Well, it all started back in June. Governor Kaine issued an executive order focusing on greening Virginia, and he's been a strong advocate of telework. And one of the items in this executive order was to host a Telework Day to really see what the impact would have on the environment, transportation, as well as overall productivity and work-life balance among employees. So it started back in June, and we've been promoting it since.
Now, are businesses, do you find, are they generally willing? Some of them, most of them?
Yeah, we're starting to see more of a trend on businesses really seeing the value firsthand on how it hits the bottom line, being able to reduce real estate cost savings, putting in a plan where if workers can't get to the office, due to a snowstorm or maybe even, a flu situation, where people could telework, they're starting to really see the benefit firsthand. And then they're also seeing the impact of what it can actually, apply to their employees. Work-life balance, flexibility, and productivity are really high, and they're starting to see the value of it.
What are the hesitations that you hear?
The number one hesitation that we hear right now is management resistance. It's a change in cultural change on the way employees work. So ensuring that managers understand what telework means and actually how to manage in a remote environment when you wouldn't be in the office or maybe you're traveling or a field worker, that's really critical. And that's one hurdle that it has to be taken into consideration in implementing a telework program in your organization.
I would think for commuters especially if they have a long commute, the time you could save just 1 day a week by telecommuting would be a lot more time with the family.
Absolutely. The work-life balance is critical, being able to get off the roadways and certain areas of Virginia can really have some terrible gridlock. So looking at how telework can really impact that and then really help support transportation modes, reducing the wear and tear on the roadways and really having an impact on, taking part in being green and being, environmentally conscious.
All right. Now, is the productivity savings, not much time left, but is that really there, or is that hopefully reported by the workers?
It really is there, and what we're seeing is across organizations is that they're actually being able to measure their employees' productivity, and across the board they're seeing significant gains. And one of the biggest things as to why they're seeing such more productive employees is the fact that their employees can get work done without distractions.
All right, very good. Well, I want to thank Cindy Oughton with Telework Exchange for joining us. And for more information on teleworking, just go to our website, WHSV.com, and click on the Hot button. Now let's send it to Mel in Stanton.